All right, what's up, everyone? My name is Topher Welsh.
I'm Eugene Capon, better known as Capon Design.
And this is the Glitch Podcast. We are here live at Sakura 2019 with Tim Smith of Heroic Cosplay and Diego Valdez of Diegator. You guys want to say hi?
Hi, Internet. Hello.
So we met these guys. We planned our podcast. This is actually a funny story a little bit, but we planned our podcast, and Eugene sees Diego in the hall. And he goes, "Hey, I follow that guy on Instagram," and I hit him in the chest. And go, "Dude, we're interviewing that guy." He didn't realize, he didn't associate your actual name.
No, I did.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, how's the con going for you guys?
It's going good. It's been a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very easy being in costume, but it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
We just came back from the cosplay contest, and that was fun.
Did you guys place, or is the judging happening tomorrow, or how'd that work?
No, judging's already done. Tim. We took home Group Masters.
Nice.
So yeah, we got a nice little trophy for ourselves, put on the mantelpiece.
Nice. So what is Group Masters in the cosplay?
So in cosplay competitions, you typically have most conventions have 3 tiers. So you'll have novice or a beginner level, an intermediate, and a master's category.
Okay.
So within that, you might be an individual entry, or you might be a group, anything 2 or more.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's pretty sweet. Because your guys' costumes are really, really, really impressive. Like, do you guys?
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Do you guys like mold these? I don't know really much about like prop making and stuff. I mean, you guys.
So there's a lot of different things here. I'll let Diego kind of go to town on his suit first, because that helmet though.
Yeah, I know. His helmet is just, look at that thing. That is so dope. Like, that's the thing that Doc was telling me about, was your helmet, how you engineered it and stuff, and then I looked you up and I was like, oh, I totally saw this on the internet. We have to talk to this guy.
Yeah, well, I'm an engineer by day.
Okay.
So just decided to apply my day-to-day skills to cosplay because it looked like a fun hobby. So this guy was kind of a good candidate for making something that had kinematics and that I could engineer. And I have never designed something around a human body. Usually I design aircraft parts that are not very, they're just very blocky things, very functional. This is the first time I designed a helmet, so that was just kind of a learning experience.
Nice. So, like, how long did that thing actually take you to design? Because, like, from start to finish, it's got to be a huge process.
So from start to finish, this thing took about 7 months, just the helmet. But that's because I was working on it on weekends, like on the, after work. But usually I'd say it took me like 40 hours to design it, and then probably 80 hours to do the finishing work on it.
Right on. So I assume you 3D model it or draft it, and then...
Yeah.
And then, like, did you 3D print that, or is this a mold?
Yeah, so I 3D printed this and made some masters from that. And the masters essentially I made with silicone, and then I was able to cast parts just so that I could have slightly lighter weight parts than the 3D printed ones. But I could have just worn a 3D printed one just fine. I just decided to cast it because I wanted to learn how to cast.
Yeah.
So,
man, there's like, because you have all the is it kinematics?
Yep.
Like, do you have to like code those things in and like?
Yeah,
it's all motorized.
It's all so its software is pretty simple to like figure out kinematic stuff like that. You just draw a sketch, constrain it properly, and if you know what you're doing, it should be fairly simple to do 4-bar linkages and like these kind of mechanics. The hard part is to get smooth surfaces on these types of designs.
Right.
That's the real challenge.
Huh. Have you ever thought about like integrating like voice commands with your helmet so you can like tell it to open when you want? Like, are you able to like integrate like a Siri or a voice assistant or like a Google assistant?
I could, but I feel that's a little bit unnecessary.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I can pretend that I do. Like,
there you go.
helmet, close.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. That works just as well. You don't even have to do the work.
And I can helmet, open.
I remember the first time I saw your design for the helmet, you were putting it together, and then I see like down about probably a week later, it was like, guys, I'm not selling copies of this helmet. Quit asking.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Every time I get a surge of followers or whatever, they usually start asking the same question. And I think it's because most of them don't know what cosplay even is.
Yeah.
right? So they don't know that it's something that I made for myself. They just, they're on Instagram. They see, oh, this looks like a product.
Yeah.
Right.
It does. It looks like a fully finished product that you could sell.
Yeah, so I guess just people don't understand that it's just not something that one could just reproduce easily. I tried making copies of it, but I haven't been unsuccessful so far.
Oh, so it's not a very
When I'm
good,
successful, I may put them up for sale again.
Smart.
So there is a artist named Machine 56 who actually does helmets like this.
Okay.
He does it in mass, but he only can sell like a set of probably 7 or 8 at a time, just because they are so time consuming to build.
Yeah, it's just not worth my time. Even if I figured out a way to like mass produce them myself, not worth my time.
Not even if you were selling them for like $700-800 a piece.
Oh, definitely way above that. The amount of time it takes me to like do the servos and all the wiring. Sorry.
It really does muffle your voice.
It's like, I feel like that would be the greatest. Be like, I'm done talking to you.
Yeah, I know. You just walk away.
So the switch is right here by the chin. So sometimes if I emote too much, it triggers it.
Oh, it's funny.
Okay.
So there you go.
I couldn't really see it in
So
there.
it's not really helmet open, helmet closed. It's a switch in here. So I give it a little kissy face.
Okay, so you just like push your tongue out into your lip.
Pretty
And
much.
oh, that's smart. See, I thought you had like some button on like your wrist or something you were doing.
I think maybe you're doing like the Spider-Man like tap.
Yeah, right. I thought about it.
Tut tut.
I thought tap tap, but no, it's like now you have to wire something else. You have to wire something through your glove, and
It's just too much. So, out of all the video games that you could have gone after, that you could have been building cosplay for, why this one? Why Solid Metal? When there's so many other video games out there that you could be building cosplay for?
well, it's kind of a combination of a number of factors. I had done another costume before this one that was all fabric, and it was fun and it was nice. But I was like, it's too recognizable, it's too generic. So I think Metal Gear kind of hit that point where it was very recognizable, but not a lot of people cosplayed it.
Well, I don't think many people would have like 80 hours to put into this masterpiece you're wearing.
Well, no, this is the second version I made. The first version was a lot cruder than this, and it was just because I wanted to make the character. And then I made something similar with the mechanism, and after I made it, they released an action figure that has these proportions.
I just thought you had to take that
Just
pause.
got too excited, closed
Too
down.
excited, yeah. So there's an action figure that they released that had these proportions. So essentially, I got the higher resolution model than what the PlayStation 1 graphics looked like. So I was like, I can make that into a costume a lot more easily than this other thing. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Are there other cosplays you want to work on?
Yeah, I have a list. I don't know. I think the next one I'm gonna do is also another cyborg ninja. Sam from Metal Gear Rising.
Okay.
He's kind of like Hispanic looking. I'm Hispanic, so I thought it would be a good like cultural fit or whatever.
Okay.
And also it's a ninja. That's kind of like, I don't want to say my brand, but yeah.
Who doesn't like ninjas?
Yep.
So do you guys generally do a lot of like duo cosplays together?
No, this is our first one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, actually, I was in the competition that he ran last year.
Okay.
And I'd been a fan of this costume for ages. Then I ended up getting in touch with him through that. I was just like, I've always wanted to do Snake, and like, I could just match you. It's like there was a great target for that.
Perfect.
Whereas I've done a bunch of costumes in the past, but suddenly it was like a real like inspiration to get to like a higher level. I mean, you got to match this, right?
Right. So do you guys both live locally here to Seattle?
Yeah, I'm in Bellevue.
Yeah, and I'm in Kirkland.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So, nice and easy to get here.
Right. Cool. So, so what are some like notable other cosplays that you guys have seen while here at the con?
We've been like inside all of the judging for quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Trying to think of certain call-outs. Definitely what our compatriots in the contest were absolutely outstanding. Were there any that really stood out to you?
There was that couple that did that one skit. I forget. It's something from My Hero Academia. That was nice, but I don't remember what they look like.
I'm really bad at this. I haven't seen it yet, but it's a character who's got kind of like a burnt face, and he had a fireball that he was juggling around on stage. A prop fireball, but
nice.
a fireball, and a girl with needles and a knife or something. It's very iconic, very recognizable, but I don't know the character names. Anyhow, they had an outstandingly choreographed presentation on the stage, kind of like half combat, half dance. It was really good.
Is that how those competitions actually go? Like you guys can do like a skit type of thing, or is it generally like you can go from like pose or whatever, or can you do other things?
It's a little bit of everything. There are explicitly skits. If you have some kind of, typically it's more like comedic,
right?
Something more in context of the show where there's a lot of dialogue. Then there's you'll have just like walk-ons, and for walk-ons, you might have something vaguely choreographed, or you'll just go up like a fashion routine and kind of walk up and down the catwalk and show off your costume.
Okay. That would be. We should definitely do something like. Oh, we have pictures being taken. There we go.
Hi.
Heyo.
We're doing pictures.
I think Eugene, were you gonna ask something?
So we're so far like in distance, I can't even hear where you left off.
Oh. So we were talking about like how they do the judging and stuff for the competitions. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at a very fancy dinner, and the tables are just so long that you have to speak up.
Kind of like the Last Supper.
I mean, at least some of us are dressed for a fancy dinner.
Yeah. Okay, so have you guys been traveling around for other competitions?
No, I usually don't travel for conventions. I'm lucky enough that this really nice con is here in town, so I don't have to travel. I've been to.
So you guys haven't been to like Chibi Chibi Con or
I
Emerald
have been
City
to Chibi Chibi and Emerald City. So yeah, all the local cons I usually do. I go sometimes to Oregon and to Anime Revolution in Canada. So if it's within a certain radius, I'll go.
Have you been to the Tacoma Comic Con, the Jet City Comic Con down in Tacoma?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question.
Have you been to the Jet City Comic Con down in Tacoma?
No, but I have a buddy that used to go there all the time.
Okay.
And he spoke very highly of it.
I'm a Tacoma native, so I had to try and sneak that one in there.
Pumping that Tacoma up, huh?
Yep, trying to get people into Tacoma because Tacoma's cool.
Close my helmet so it doesn't overheat.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything he said. This is the most like awkward like podcast situation. We didn't get like a like an actual like room to ourselves. We just got to go on the floor, but we didn't realize that it was gonna be arcade games and it was gonna be blasting loud like this. So this is.
They gave you a really good heads up on that.
Oh,
But we are really thankful that SakuraCon
Absolutely.
was nice enough to invite us to do our show at the convention.
I mean, this has been like an awesome experience. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
The music is just quite distracting. Me and Eugene literally have to yell at each other, and I have to yell at Diego too because he can't hear me inside that helmet. I know it's hard.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm just far enough away where it's like the cutoff for sound barrier.
We should get a soundstage next time.
Definitely should.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just a little anechoic chamber, you know.
Invite a whole audience. People line up at the door, right?
Well, next
maybe
year we're going to stage.
Maybe next year when we get invited back, we'll request that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a good feeling we'll be invited back after this this show.
So, are you guys going to participate in the cosplay Beat Saber leg of the tournament?
There's a cosplay Beat Saber. What?
So
tell me more.
Right here, that what you're watching, that we have 4 different legs of the tournament. High score in normal, hard, and expert can win a prize, but also the best cosplay person that plays also wins a prize.
So speaking for myself, I'm not sure if this cosplay has the flexibility to pull off any of those difficulties, but I might give it a try.
I just
might
want to
see
see
me
it
up
happen.
there.
It would just be fun to watch. That's all.
I would love to try. I would have actual lightsabers in my hands for once.
I know.
Just have to take the helmet off. That's the only.
Yeah, you
True,
would have to take
true.
the helmet off.
We should definitely see
I don't.
this.
I don't think the prosumer HTC Vive would fit over it.
No, next time I'll just put my own little VR set inside of the helmet so that I have like instant VR, you know, like augmented reality.
Right.
You're
There you
an
go.
engineer. You can do that.
Yeah, you can figure it out. Just integrate like one of the new headsets.
Awesome. But so, since we are at an anime convention, what are some anime that you guys actually watch and have been influenced by?
Gurren Lagann, all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of episodes. It wasn't. I liked the first probably 3 episodes I saw. I liked where it was going, and then I got distracted by other things, and then I just never came back to it.
So okay, that's kind of the show's fault too. So it starts off really good. First 2 episodes are fantastic, and then they drop off the production value. I think they even like farmed off some episodes, like in the episode 5, 6, and 7. It was just crappy, but then it really picks up and it becomes the best show you've ever watched. So if you can,
So maybe I just need to power through that first 8 episodes.
I went through the same thing with my brother. I was like,
Really?
"Have you watched it? Have you?" He was like, "No, it's just boring, whatever." And then he went through that episode and he was like, "Oh my god, why did I not watch him first?"
When you say farmed, is it just like it's just like recaps of the previous couple of episodes so animators could catch up with the storyline? Because a lot of anime actually do that. Like you'll watch like a Naruto or something, and you'll have like 25 episodes that are really good, and then 10 that are just like recaps of those 25.
Right, flashbacks.
Yeah, as a way of like making sure they can keep an episode coming out every single week.
Yeah, so
And
there's a
then-
little bit of that. And there's also, I think, budget cuts at some point. You know, it's a... Because it's a show that gets planned, right? It's not like syndicated like in the US where they need to catch up. And it's not a very long-running show. It's only 25 episodes.
Oh, okay.
So it's the type of thing that gets planned and put into action. I think they just kind of lost some budget there in the middle.
What are some more recent shows that you guys are watching?
Recently, I saw Kakegurui. Kakegurui. This is the gambling anime.
Okay, I
this is what it's been
haven't
referred
seen
to.
it yet.
I definitely haven't seen it yet. I just don't watch anime.
It's a fun watch.
Fun secret.
No, it's definitely a fun watch.
Okay.
A little wacky, different art style than I'm typically used to seeing.
Okay.
I don't know. There's been a lot of hype. My girlfriend's all about it, so I'm just like, sure, I'll sit down and watch this.
And you just ended up liking it.
What's that?
You just ended up liking it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Okay, so Topher, he doesn't watch anime whatsoever. He's seen like an episode of Naruto, a
And
DBZ episode, and then some Pokemon.
You've seen tons of
know.
anime.
And he's here
I just realized
at
that
SakuraCon 2019.
I realized that Pokemon was anime when I was like 26. I was like, oh, I guess that is anime, huh? I have watched anime.
Yeah.
It counts.
Because people go, do you watch
Oh.
anime? I was like, no, I don't watch anime. I never watch anime. Like, but you watch Pokemon.
Okay, so what are some suggestions you guys would give my buddy Topher?
Yes. Feed me your favorites. What should I watch? What's on the must-see list?
For anime, do you want some like light fun stuff, or do you want to go heavy?
I'm down for everything. Heavy, like my number one was
Number 1, you need to watch Akira, the movie.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I was about to say.
the,
I'm like,
the
it's
new
heavy.
movie or the anime movie.
The anime.
Okay.
It's an anime movie from, I think,
1987.
late 80s?
Yeah, 1987.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Akira,
Yeah, absolutely. It's like foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Any reason why?
So I own it. I can loan it to you.
How about we watch it tonight?
We can
Watch it, and you
tonight.
won't have to ask why.
Okay, perfect.
Because that movie was the inspiration for Dragon Ball Z. It was the inspiration for Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
It was the inspiration for...
Watch that.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell is friggin' fantastic.
Yeah, I'm saying that's the second one on your list. is
Ghost in the Shell. Okay.
Yeah.
Past that, I'd suggest
See, what
some
they're
classics,
doing
Cowboy
is-
Bebop.
So what they're
Cowboy
doing
Bebop.
is they're suggesting movies and shows that were basically the foundation for our generation.
Okay.
Yeah. So by going back, watching that when you should have been watching it when you were like 10.
I can get caught up.
Yeah. You can get a little caught up. You can get, a little bit further into like it, and maybe you'll be like, okay, this is worth investing a lot more
It's a
time.
gateway drug.
It really
It
is.
is a gateway drug.
Maybe that's what I'm afraid of.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Embrace
It's good
it.
for you.
Embrace the anime.
Have you guys started watching the new season of One Punch Man?
I'm not really into Pokemon.
Real? Oh,
Shots fired.
Wow. Hey, I got that.
What about
reference.
like Shield Hero, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime? No.
Just shakes.
We're busy making costumes. It takes a lot of time to watch anime.
This is true because you have to read
you
everything
could
pretty
be
much.
watching anime while you work on your costumes, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Last one I watched is this one about volleyball. I think it's called Haikyuu.
Okay, I haven't seen it,
It's
but
a
I know what you're
sports
talking
anime.
about.
So it's like this kid that really wants to play volleyball, like in a high school tournaments, and yeah, then he makes it his mission and he becomes a volleyball player, and it's like just super intense anime action on sports.
What about like Tennis Prince or something like that?
It's kind of along those same lines. You can watch like 4 seasons, and it doesn't really go anywhere because it's just him playing tennis.
I think it's so funny whenever you have like sports anime, you'll have like them at a game, and a single move will take like 4 minutes because it just stops for internal dialogue. So it'll be like, oh my god, he's moving so fast. How do I get around that special move to do this ultimate dunk? But in real life,
I mean, how would you do
had
it?
a basket and blah blah. Yeah.
How would you do it, Eugene? You sound like such a pro.
I think I would have done a 360 spin, jumped to my special move, and just dunked the bitch.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'm impressed.
So we do have some games that we
That's
can
right.
play.
I just popped the strap right here. It's
Oh,
like
no.
having a hernia, being sitting down. Let's put undue stress on the costume.
Do you need to stand up?
I want to see what it's gonna do, especially if I'm gonna be doing beat sabering afterwards. I want to see how mobile we don't want to have a wardrobe malfunction.
Like you get done and just like your entire outfit's on the ground because it couldn't take the stress of you playing Beat Saber.
And you're standing there in heart boxers.
Stuff.
Heart boxers, just like quizzical signs over your head.
Okay.
Moment of truth.
You got it. You got it.
All right, well, let's just wrap this up since we gotta play some Beat Saber.
Yeah.
You were looking strained.
Yeah, we don't want to put too much strain onto your outfit and whatnot.
So if anybody wants to follow you guys online and follow your progress, go ahead and plug your social medias and.
I mostly hang out on Instagram. It's at Heroic Cosplay, one word, no hyphens or anything like that.
Awesome.
I post almost exclusively on Instagram and maybe sometimes YouTube, but yeah, Diegator on Instagram.
What's the link to the Instagram?
What's the what?
What's the link to the Instagram?
It's Diegator007.
There you go. DIE or DY?
DIE. It's like die, you alligator kind of thing.
Perfect. Yeah. 007. Perfect.
I've had that screen name since I was like 12, and I was really into Terminator, and it was Terminator and Diego, Diegator, and that's it. It just stuck with me.
I used to have an email address called IBiteBabies007 in elementary school. So, fun
Classic.
fact. Anyways. My name's Topher.
I'm Eugene Capon.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay glitched.
Stay glitched.